Last week was a year's worth of headlines and news stories and onion pieces in a single week, from RFK Jr.'s disgusting, to say the very least. What is it with that guy and contaminated liquids? From those sexts with Olivia Newsy to Mamdani and Marjorie Taylor Greene in a single day, like that was some kind of like double header slapstick comedy. That was a fucking insane week. It felt like a year, but it took place in the span of a few days, and we are going to talk about it all today. Today's guest is the one and only Stephanie Miller, progressive talk radio icon, political comedian, and a great friend of mine. Today, we break down what it takes to show courage when the lights are hot and the agenda's rigged. But before we get going, I'd like to tell you about two of the partners who made today's show possible. Okay, friends, it's Thanksgiving week, which means holiday time. Friends, family, and the dreaded "what gift could I get them that doesn't suck?" Well, how about a gift that will keep the family memories right in front of them all year long? I'm talking about digital family photos in a beautiful Aura frame. When you buy someone an Aura frame, you can load unlimited free photos and video. Just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi. Super simple. Plus, you can preload your photos before they ship the gift, and you can keep adding them from anywhere, anytime, right from your phone. Plus, you can personalize your gift by adding a message before it arrives. And every frame comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag. You can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it. It's definitely a holiday win. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling car mat frames named #1 by Wirecutter by using the promo code JOJO at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code JOJO. This exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is their best of the year. So order now before it ends. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. If you're like me, your skin needs a little extra care this time of year. Between colder weather and the rush of the holidays, it's easy for your skin to feel dry, dull, or stressed. That's why I've been sticking with OneSkin. You know how much I love OS1, and it's been so great to have my daily routine continue to deliver the powerful skincare and longevity benefits that I cannot live without during this busy season. At the core is their patented OS1 peptide, the first ingredient proven to target the root cause of wrinkles, crepiness, and loss of elasticity, all key signs of skin aging. And these results have now been validated in 5 different clinical studies. Certified safe for sensitive skin, OneSkin products are free from over 1,500 harsh or irritating ingredients, dermatologist tested, and have been awarded the National Eczema Association Seal of Acceptance by the NEA, delivering powerful results without the side effects. OneSkin also just launched their limited edition holiday sets, including the Nightly Rewind gift set, which adds the perfect touch of luxury to your gift list. It's the ultimate upgrade to any nightly ritual, featuring their best-selling face moisturizer, their brand new peptide lip mask, and a sculpting gua sha tool. Each element is designed to work together as your body enters its natural nightly repair mode, helping renew skin at the cellular level for a stronger, smoother, and more youthful-looking complexion. For a limited time, try OneSkin for 15% off using the code JOJO at oneskin.co/JOJO. That's oneskin.co/JOJO and using the code JOJO. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Okay, now let's welcome Stephanie. Yeah, I mean, we're on, we're live, we're going, we're recording, like you're in bed. I'm not there with you yet, but
it's Steffi and JoJo after dark.
After dark.
Yeah.
It's like the happy hour where we can get naughty and say naughty things and swear. Should we start with the word that you have to say rhymes the belching? Should we start with the word that
Yeah, let's start with belching. Because JoJo, I'm a little family radio show, as you can imagine, and I had to read the entire Bobby Kennedy sext to Olivia Newsy, and it is disgusting. I'm not a prude. I've done some sexting. He's a fucking freak, JoJo.
He's a fucking freak. I've done some sexting. I've done some shit. No shame in anybody's game, right? If you're consenting adults, do whatever you want. Do whatever feels good as long as it doesn't involve, dogs, pets of any kind, or children. But, they're weird. First of all, what is with this guy and contaminated liquids?
we're not here to yuck anyone's yum,
No.
It's weird and creepy and misogynistic and just, I mean, to tame and subdue you and just swallow my heart. I was like, blah. What woman goes, oh, hot?
That's the thing. And she's not an unattractive woman. Like whatever. She's not my cup of tea. But like, what woman? What is Cheryl Hines thinking right now? Like, what woman is like, yes, he had me at subdue and tame you. Like, he had me at squeeze your cheeks, don't spill a drop. What woman is like, yes, that's the man for me?
Yes. Yeah. And plus, let's not forget that he looks like a boiled catcher's mitt and who sounds like he's gargling pennies. So can I just say one of the biggest regrets of my life, JoJo, is he used to leave me voice messages and I didn't keep any of them.
Oh my God.
He always sounded like he was whacking off because of his voice. To be like, Stephanie, it's Bobby. Can it call me back? I'm like, ew.
Did he offer to squeeze your cheeks, Steph?
No, he invited me falconing, which maybe he meant felching, but he said falconing.
Different F. Maybe falconing is the on-ramp to felching. Maybe that's...
I'm a little Catholic girl, JoJo, and I literally had to Google it, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck me. Oh, ew.
And, like, the fact that we live in a world now where this is the kind of thing that is in the news. You had to describe this in the safest way possible on your show.
I said it was public service for our listeners before Thanksgiving, so you could purge a little bit. You have more room to eat your face off on Thanksgiving. So people were like, and that's what I said. I'm reporting the fucking news. This news in our timeline. Felching and Bobby Kennedy's harvest.
If you needed help intermittent fasting, Stephanie's got your back, friends. Bobby Kennedy and felching. But in other disgusting news, let's talk about Lindsay Halligan. Did you see that? That news just broke. That another pig.
Did you see Daily Show? They were like, you can forgive her for not knowing she had to show the indictment to the grand jury. That part wasn't on Suits.
She could be disbarred for this.
Yeah.
Like the ETTD, Lindsay, right. Like, what were you thinking?
Well, I mean, Pam Bondi, too. They should both be, at a minimum, disbarred. I mean, it's, oh my God, this is just such a clusterfuck of incompetence from, Putin's Ukraine plan. Like, Marco Rubio tells senators that it's Putin's wish list and then denies that he said that. And these are Republican senators, right? That confirmed it. I mean,
exactly.
And then these prosecutions, I mean, you knew they were going to get thrown out, but you're like, oh my God, they're too incompetent to even do corruption right.
I once wrote right after the election that maybe the stupid would save us. It was my hope. And honestly, we've repeatedly seen instances where that has been the case. And Halligan is a perfect example. But to go after James Comey and Tish James and think like, oh, sure, this will be fine. What could go wrong?
I want to go after the former head of the what do you call it? The Justice Department with some fucking Sports Illustrated model that I want bang.
Right? I mean, that's the other thing. She looked so qualified for the job. She's the kind of woman who, like Alina Habba, probably said, I'd rather be hot than smart. And obviously that's worked out very well for her. Speaking of, but to the other end of that spectrum, Marjorie Taylor Greene is neither. But she's no longer basically in Congress. She's out in January, which is... It's only Monday. It's only Monday. This should happen Friday.
Running away as fast as she can on her cloven hooves. And I mean, my new best friend Jasmine Crockett said it. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, she can't take the heat for, I mean, do you know the death threats people like Jasmine Crockett get because of people like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Trump? And I'm like, what a bunch of whiny little fucking snowflakes. You're like, oh, I just realized Trump's a bully and I'm getting death threats. It's like, welcome to our world, right?
Exactly. They're all such pussies. But my
Yeah.
friend was sitting on a plane yesterday, and he was going to Florida, and he heard a family in front of him, and the mom said to her kids, "Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene is probably going to run for president. Isn't that great?" I was like, "What is wrong with these
Yikes.
people? What is
Yikes.
wrong with these people? Like, I cannot imagine
They
any."
all lie. So I mean, I think she's
Yeah.
probably, I think governor probably. Who knows? But I this morning I was like, what am I going to do with all these fucking Jewish space lasers I bought for Christmas gifts? I don't.
Did you have to return them?
Yes, that's how we
image,
start
right?
all our
Yeah.
forest fires out here, as you know. You know.
Yeah, of course. Well, but it's not like you release the water, because Gavin Newsom
No.
wouldn't turn the water on, which is also, it's a deep state conspiracy. I have your maybe
It's
future
our water
governor.
is like Bobby Kennedy's river that flows into our canyon. Excuse me.
I, honest to God, cannot believe we live in a timeline where that was. It is a news story. That is a news story, and I had heard that
You're a
term, by the way,
straight girl.
but I did not know what it was, and it is far more disgusting than even I imagined it was.
I mean, you're a straight girl. I'm like, is this hot to anyone?
Apparently, it's hot to the guy who swims in sewage. But again, he's got a thing for swimming in sewage, I guess. Right? Okay, wait. What originally you were going to come on, because you were going to come on last week, and then I'm an asshole and forgot that I had Knicks tickets with my kids because I'm a genius.
I was an asshole and totally spaced the next one.
Look, we got it together, girl. We got it together. But back then, you had just been on Hannity, and I had a friend who didn't even know that I knew you, who texted me your clip and was like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen on TV. Every Democrat needs to do this." And it was you.
Yes.
Just every time Hannity wanted to talk about anything stupid, Biden's cognitive decline, whatever, you were talking about the Epstein files, the fact that California's economy is the fourth largest in the world. You killed that. Holy shit, that was the greatest hit ever.
Yes, kicking Hannity's ass was a little bit orgasmic. That's always my goal, is to get thrown off Fox News, and I always do. And then they have no institutional memory, and they wait like a decade to invite me back, and then I get thrown off again. Don't give a shit. I don't want to be on Fox.
How did that come about? Like, what? They were just like, "Oh yeah, let's have Steph on to come on and talk about Joe Biden's cognitive ability."
I've known Sean Hannity for 30 years, and I think because he really likes me, he thought I was going to be the typical liberal punching bag, and I was like, "Not today, Satan." You may think I'm cuddly, but
that's the kind of catharsis we need. That's exactly what we need. And I'm not like a big Mom Donnie stan. I think he's great. He's he did very well in New York. I think he's a breath of fresh air. I'm not like his super fan. I think he's great and he's good for New York, like I said. But seeing him in the Oval Office,
oh my God,
standing there calling Donald Trump a fascist to his face with his blessing, that was fucking therapy, man.
Yeah, was that felching that Donald Trump did to Mondami? Because it was pretty close. Like, he normally only polishes Putin's knob like that. But, what the fuck? I was saying today, it's because he's like every bully. He's a coward. He talks all this shit, and then to your face, he's like, "Please, sir, can I have some more?" He looks, that face he made, Joe, is like in South Park when he's in bed with Satan, and he's like, "I love you. You want to have sex?"
Satan's like, "Not today, Donald.
Not today. I love you."
He's like, "Come on." Now that I'm viewing that meeting through the RFK Jr. sexting lens, it's changed everything. But you're right. He's a bully.
Vomit more than Trump having sex with J.D. Vance on South Park. And then post-Bobby Kennedy sex came out. I'm like, oh, God.
Actually, we cannot suffer from a lack of imagination. Did you see J.D. Vance's weird boob leak in that tux shirt that looked like it was straight out of a Goodwill? Did you see that shit?
I do, but they're all just such freaks. I mean, they are during the campaign, Joe. They're just weird. They're fucking weird.
They're so weird.
They don't seem to approximate humans. We always talk about Scott Bessent and Kevin Hassett. Why are they always fucking smiling like goddamn serial killers? When they're talking about inflation and everyone losing Snap and jobs, and they're like, "Yeah, a lot of people are really hungry."
I'm
the face you see before the car trunk closes. You're like, oh,
yeah.
They're all creepy.
No, that Stephen Miller found anyone as stupid and or evil enough and or like masochistic enough to want to procreate with him repeatedly. She has to be awful. And I know she's awful. I've actually written about her. Like, her origin story is just about as bad as his. I mean,
well, anyone would fuck him, let alone, take his river into their canyon. Sorry. This is a very, there is very sperm-based content in this podcast today. Just so people, I don't know if you need a trigger warning.
Sperm-based content was my favorite band back in '96, though. They played the PNC.
It's very spunk-centric today.
We're spunky. Did you see the fact that all these America First MAGA accounts are on Twitter?
It's all, can you believe this whole thing, this whole nightmare is one big psyop? It's like one big Russian, none of the Make America Great accounts, none of them are in America. They're all.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Who could have ever guessed that MAGA Slayer 17 numbers, American Eagle, cross, American flag, that person was in Nigeria? Who could have ever guessed?
God, and you and I were really hoping it was at least Americans calling us a cunt that many times. But you know what? Not every little girl's dream comes true.
No, we can hope. We can always hope. What are your plans for Thanksgiving?
I'm staying here. I'm going to a friend's house. And I'm going to see Suffs, the Broadway musical about the suffragettes.
Yeah.
Over the holidays. So yeah, I'm just hanging out with friends. I'm doing, just stuff with friends, going to Thanksgiving at a friend's house, all that stuff. All the things that single childless losers do.
Oh, well, you have to not, there's nothing loserish and or loser adjacent, loser infused about you whatsoever. The coolest person I freaking know.
Oh,
I am going to be breaking bread with my Trump voting family.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Once a year.
Tell them you made all of your bathrooms gender neutral just to fuck with them.
I should ask, is this bathroom gender neutral? I'm sorry, because my son's on
like, when they ask for what's dessert, say transgender for everybody.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry we're late. I stopped along the way to get my abortion. Charging my electric car and just getting my daily abortion. After receiving my paycheck from George Soros.
Jojo from George, you're a scamp.
I love you, Stephanie Miller. Tell me something good. Tell me something that's making you smile lately or making you laugh before we say goodbye.
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene quitting the Republican Party while Trump was giving Madami a rim job in the Oval Office is a news cycle even I couldn't have written. I mean, their numbers are just insane. His polling numbers and the numbers, as you know, we're up like 14. I don't get happy, but we're up 14 in the generic poll. I mean, I think it's going to be a blue tsunami. I think it's going to be a fucking bloodbath. I mean, it's MAGA has just imploded, and it's so I think, all in all, I was feeling good and still I started vomiting continuously from the Bobby Kennedy sex, but
When I'm trying not to overeat on Thanksgiving, I'll remember that. Did you, by the way, see the reporting that there are several Republicans who are talking about leaving before the midterms? We could end up with a Speaker Jeffries before anyone casts a vote in the midterms.
Yeah, and also I love Greg Abbott is now like begging Gavin Newsom not to do the redistricting in California. We're like, yeah, suck this.
Sorry.
They did this to themselves, Joe. They did it to themselves. Theirs is illegal. Ours wasn't. We went to the voter, and it's like, you fucking brought this on yourself, you morons.
All of this, again, because you talked about it, I think you were talking about it this morning. Donald Trump, that anybody he's ever convinced anybody that he gave a shit about them. Donald Trump will chew you up, use you, and spit you out. He doesn't care about you. He's never cared about any of them. He doesn't care about Marjorie Taylor Greene, doesn't care about Abbott, none of them.
I mean, Jojo, he just blew up their whole campaign strategy for the midterms to tie all Democrats to Mandami and socialist, communist, jihadists. And, now, among others, what's her name, who's running against Hochul? She's fucked.
Oh, Stefanik.
Yeah, she's fucked, right?
Yeah. He said in the Oval Office, no, I don't think he's a jihadist. She has to say those things because she's campaigning. Thank you. Cut that as an ad right there.
We're all full of shit.
Everything's full of shit. But you are not full of shit, and I love you. And as always, you are a breath of fresh air. Thank you for giving me some of your Steph nap time.
I love you most of all the things in all the world.
I'm your favorite child, right? It's okay. You can tell me.
Yeah. Your mommy's favorite. Don't tell the others.
Yes, I know. You don't say that to them. I'm sure it's just me.
No.
I love you.
Thank you. Baby.
Thank you for talking about felching with me, Steph. That was extremely educational.
Honey, you are very, girl. I hated you to come in at the butt end of this conversation, but you know.
Oh, come on. By the way, now I feel like I'm being a jerk, but I'm having Eric Swalwell on after our conversation. So your future governor.
Oh my God, I know. I'm very excited about it. He's our favorite alpha liberal out here. I'm very excited about that.
It'll be a very different tone, I hope. Yes. I really hope that I don't ask him about felching because that would be awkward. No.
Just say we were his fluffers for his segment, so now he's all ready to go.
He's already warmed up the audience. We got them nice and lubed up. Thanks, Steph. I love you. Have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving.
You too. I'm so thankful for you. I can't wait to see you on my show soon, my little mink.
I will be back. I cannot wait. Happy Thanksgiving.
Mwah. You too, Angel.
Remember, when things feel completely unhinged, when the fire hose of fuckery refuses to stop, check in with yourself. Keep your cup full. Try and stay sane adjacent, like we say here on Sane-ish. And if you heard something today that made you laugh or made you think or made you feel a little more sane, like I said, out there in this insane world, subscribe, share, and keep showing up, because silence is complicity, but truth told out loud with humor and on the record cracks even the thickest armor of the corrupt. Until next time, have a wonderful Thanksgiving and try to stay sane-ish.